Okay, hello. I am currently in the Quarry Theatre office upstairs, so any background noise you will get from there. I'm speaking to Steve Best. Hello, Steve.
Hello. I'm not in Bedford. I'm in London town at the moment, speaking from a bedroom somewhere. Yes.
Goodness, what is this technology?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Outrageous.
Yes.
Wonderful. Now, Steve is with us in two guises this year. We have his Clicking Comedians photography exhibition, which is in our gallery for the duration of the festival until the Monday. And we have Steve's show on Sunday the 23rd at 5 p.m. in the studio. Steve, should we start with the exhibition?
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned the time of the show because I forgot what time it was. So I don't know when to get there.
Yeah.
The exhibition. Yeah, start with the exhibition. What do you want to know?
Well, I mean, it's in our foyer, so it's one of the first things that people see as they come in. What can they expect? Well,
this is actually part of my next book, I think it is. So it's comedians. I mean, it's called Clicking Comedians, but in actual fact, it's for the book Comedians Back to Front, which is comedians backstage shots and then front stage. I wanted to get this disparity or this kind of difference between the comedians backstage and then the kind of gritty feel and the panic and the worry and the nerves, and then you've got this confidence and the bright lights on stage as well. So so that's basically it. So in the book there'll be about 300 of these images, but this is my exhibition that I'm taking around galleries and going up to Edinburgh at the Fringe Festival as well. So they're the pictures.
That must be quite interesting because that's something that you comedian yourself, that difference between backstage and on stage, what is the atmosphere like with your colleagues doing?
Well, I think that I've had this access to this kind of circuit for 20 odd years or so I've kind of made friends with a lot of the comedians. So generally backstage is not as nerve-wracking, really. I mean, it depends how big the gig is and how important it is and all this stuff. But generally, people do, I mean, I'm a pacer myself. So although I don't really get that nervous, I do pace up and down and go through some of the jokes in my head and all this stuff. My act is my normal act that I do on the circuit is quite manic and out there. So I'm kind of getting into it. But other people are very introspective. They're just going over their notes or just very quiet. There's a lovely one. A friend of mine, Mike Gunn, who's at the he's actually in one of the pictures on stage, but I've got one of him backstage. Well, it's the Apollo in Hammersmith.
Oh gosh!
Yeah, he's supporting Lee Mack. So there's about 3,500 people in the audience.
Yeah.
Everybody come to see Lee, really. But Mike's a great comic. But I've got a picture and there's an ironing board and his head is in his hands.
Oh, no.
And he looks really stressed out. And then on stage, there's a really lovely picture. It's one of the pictures in the exhibition there. Really confident on stage. So that's a good example of what the exhibition's about, really.
Yeah, that is nice to sort of see the men behind the curtain, as it were.
Yes, and the women. Yes,
and the
indeed.
Women,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exciting. Okay, so your show, is it linked to the exhibition?
It is. This is very different for me because I've been doing the kind of 20-minute, 40-minute sets on the comedy circuit for forever, and as I said, my stuff's very manic and all over the place, and guitar and props and things. But this one I really wanted to do about. It's not necessarily about the exhibition. It's more about my not switch either. It's a step across from doing stand up to becoming a photographer, really. Because I've always been into photography and I always had a camera with me, but it's become much more my professional side now. So it's my journey from being a stand up to a photographer to actually getting a couple of books published. One by a very small publishing company, and this next one. Joker Face, which is similar to the first one, is being taken by Penguin Random House in September.
Oh, very
exciting. It's kind of my journey, really, in a funny way. I've got lots of slides. It's more like a lecture, Dave Gorman kind of show, where there's just lots of. I've got about 90 slides in here. So,
shall we get you a lectern and a pointer?
Well, it is kind of like that, but hopefully it's funny. I mean, there's some very funny pictures in there. It's not just of the comedians. I've kind of made jokes out of stuff.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
But funny enough, Bedford, it will be my first time I'm trying it out. So it could be it'll be fun. I mean, I might have some notes with me. So that's why Bedford's very important.
Yeah, we get quite a few preview shows. So where is the show going after? If people miss you in Bedford, where else can they find you?
Well, it's going up to the Edinburgh Festival so from the 4th of August to the end of August. It's at the Stills Gallery, which is an amazingly lovely gallery in right in the centre off the Royal Mile in Edinburgh. So, and I've got a little space downstairs. It's similar to Bedford actually. And in the afternoon, every afternoon I'll do the show around it. So, and then after that, I'm hopefully going to tour. I've got something in Bracknell and Wolverhampton. Comedy festival. They do one now. So the idea is rather than tour it in comedy clubs, which I've always been doing, is to go into galleries, into art centres, into little theatres. So you have the exhibition, and then you can do a show on the Friday or the Saturday, whatever. That's
exciting. A bit of cross-pollination of.
I mean that's the plan. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, exciting! Something new. I like the sound of that. Yeah.
Well, I think it's new in the sense that there's a lot of obviously very good comedians out there. There's very good photographers out there, but I don't know if there's anybody who have actually done the both.
You've got a bit of a niche going there.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully, that's my what's it called? Your selling point. Yes, USP. Was it your USP? Is that what it is?
Oh,
ISP, USP. I can't remember what it is.
I don't know. Anyone listening, they can send us a message or a tweet and tell us what on earth we're talking about here, because we don't know. Excellent. Okay. Well, you are with us in the Studio Theatre Sunday at 5:00 in the evening, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thank you so much for your time, Steve.
Thank you very much.
And if you can't make it, his pictures are in our gallery as well. Lovely. Thank you.